Okay, guys, how are you? I really want to have my charger, so I wish I could do this on Instagram, but it will not let me. But we're good. So, hello, guys, and welcome to Storytime with me, Storytime for Entrepreneurs. This is the second time that we did this on YouTube, and it was really, really successful, and I got a lot of great feedback, so we're going to do it again. And so basically what happens is that every week I purchase a book off of Amazon that is a children's story, and I apply it to entrepreneurs because I feel like these are great stories that are childhood favorites or have been my childhood favorites, and I believe that they really encourage entrepreneurs. And so we had two books come in, but today we're going to be reading a story. This is actually the exact copy, I believe, yep, this is, that I grew up reading. I think it looks like it, but this is the story. And this is actually a story that I've used in teachings for years. I've used these teachings for years from this book. And this book is actually what my mother read me, and it taught me something that I will never, ever forget. And I pray that you never, ever forget. So just to give you some background, we just did a video on how to start a business for under $100. And there was someone and a couple people who, just had the question, how do I build a tribe? How do I build people? And we talked about how passion is so important when it comes to building your tribe, when it comes to building people. But you've got to have a passion. You've got to have a fire that is communicated to people. And it can be sometimes really frustrating to do this and to keep on going, but you've got to learn to be in this thing, not just for the long haul, but to build something. And one of the things that I said was that you don't need a lot. You just got to start somewhere. And you've got to use that seed, that small kernel, as we just talked about, that $100 business, you're $100, and you've got to learn how to maximize what you have. Don't look at life situations and say to yourself, well, you know what? Life is limited. My funds are limited. So my dreams are going to be limited. You use what you have and you maximize what you have to grow it. So without further ado, we're going to be reading The Little Red Hen. This story I'm so excited about. Let me just sip some aloe water. No tea. Aloe water. This is one of my favorite stories. Let me just clear my throat as we go into The Little Red Hen. I'm just going to show you The Little Red Hen. This is her. Okay. And it's by Paul Galdone. Okay, guys, ready? Here we go. Once upon a time, a cat and a dog and a mouse and a little red hen all lived together in a cozy little house. So here's a little red hen in their house, okay? The cat liked to sleep all day on the soft couch. I don't think this is the exact version that I was raised up on, but it'll work. It says the same thing though. The dog liked to nap all day on the sunny back porch. The cat likes to sleep, the dog likes to sleep, and the mouse liked to snooze all day in the warm chair by the fireside. Okay. So the little red hen had to do all of the housework. She cooked the meals and washed the dishes and made the beds. She swept the floor and washed the windows and mended the clothes. She raked the leaves and mowed the grass and hoed the garden. One day, when she was hoeing the garden, she found some grains of wheat. Who will plant this wheat? Cried the little red hen. So she's working, okay, and this is just like it is in business, okay? You're working, no one else is believing your dreams, maybe, but you're working and you're just pushing, okay? And you know what? One day you come across an idea. This is just how life is. You come across an idea. So the hen says, Who will plant this wheat? Cried the little red hen. Not I, said the cat. Not I, said the dog. Not I, said the mouse. They're just all enjoying their sleeping. Then I will, said the little red hen. And she did. Each morning, the little red hen watered the wheat and pulled the weeds. Soon the wheat pushed through the ground and began to grow tall. I love this because one of the things that my mother taught me in this story was the fact that the little red hen, when they said no, she said yes. And it says here that every morning the little red hen came out to water the seed, okay? Right? She found these wheat seeds, these wheat grains, which are technically seeds. And she came out. I want you to listen to this. No one else was going, okay, to water them, because here's the thing. Not everybody is going to see the vision, okay, that you see. It's crazy because this hen had to have some kind of belief that there was something that was going to come from those wheat grains. But see, while everybody is sleeping, focused, it's funny, people, when we think about sleep, people aren't sleeping. They're sleeping on their own dreams, their own goals, their own potential. They just sleep all day. They just sleep all day. And then here's you, and you come across an idea. You come across a business concept, a dream, a vision for your family, for home, maybe a personal desire, okay? But guess what? Every morning, I want you to hear this. This is why I made these story times. They're going to encourage you. Every morning she came out to water the seed. That's why every day when you're working on your business, you're watering the seed. Because you know what? You saw something in yourself. You saw something in that idea. You saw something in that grain, and you don't have a problem, okay, coming out every day to work on the dream, to work on the business, to pick up the pen, to pick up the paints, to pick up the keyboard, to use your fingers, to pick up the phone. You don't see anything wrong with watering your seed. But then guess what it also says? And she also came out every morning to pull the weeds. Every day, you've got to pull away the weeds. You know what weeds are? Bad thoughts, doubt, worry, anxiety that tells you that what you're doing is not going to work, that tells you that what you're doing is going to all crumble to the ground. You know what else are weeds? Walls, blocks, trouble from family and friends, people acting crazy, people doing things crazy, your job going crazy, and these are the weeds. And so guess what? She pulled them out every day. But guess what happened? Soon the wheat pushed through the ground and began to grow tall. This is like what we're talking about when it comes to passion and focus. Passion comes into play where you see things past what the focus can't see. Focus is about maximizing, in principle. Passion is about maximizing in potential. Okay, this is big. I'm gonna say it again. Okay, focus is about maximizing in principle, right? I go do this, I do this, I do that. Okay, I go do this, I do this, I do that. I go to this, I do this, I do that. Okay, passion is focusing on the potential of the thing. In other words, it's focusing on the things that I cannot see. A lot of times we would call that faith, right? But that's you're believing in something deeper. Okay, you see something that's deeper than the principle. Okay, the principle was what got her to go out and water the seed every day. It was the passion, though, in her reason for having the principle, which was there's something that's going to come out of this seed. When the wheat was ripe, the little red hen asked, "Who will cut the wheat?" "Not I," said the cat. "Not I," said the dog. "Not I," said the mouse. "Then I will," said the little red hen. And she did. You see her cutting the wheat? Okay, it's growing ripe. Things are going good. Who's going to work with me? Anybody want to help? Not I. Not I. Not I. "Then I will," said the little red hen. And she did. When the wheat was cut, The little red hen asked. Now who will take this wheat to the mill to be ground into flour? Not I, said the cat. Not I, said the dog. Not I, said the mouse. Then I will, said the little red hen. And she did. I hope this motivates you. Let me tell you something. This is so powerful just reading it because this is going to be you all the time as an entrepreneur. Carrying the wheat by yourself, cutting it down by yourself, even if you have a team. Okay, there are going to be some things the team can't do. You got to keep the show rolling. You got to keep a good face. You got to keep things pushing. Okay? But what I love about this that is so amazing, I want to just take a quick pause and say, is that you've got to see it before you do it. You've got to see the end thing before you begin. We may not know what's going to happen in between of greatness from the start to the finish. We've got to see the finish. So a lot of times what will happen is life tries to keep you in the middle. The goal of life is to keep you in the middle, keep you where you don't focus on the end goal, keep you where you don't focus on what's going to be the end result, so that you can get stuck in the middle, so that you never make a move, that you never get confidence, you don't do things. But see, this is why the little red hen said, you know what? I'm going to do it. I'm scared. Listen, this is life. No one else seems to be around me. I don't have the corner like I used to. My crew changed. People change around me. You know, there are some things I just can't tell other people. You know what I mean? Some things I just can't do. But you know what? I've got to have passion for the potential. I've got to have what? I've got to have focus for what? The principle. Okay, this is why I said, as we were talking about before, okay, I've got to show up like never before. Okay, I've got to stop shooting small, coming on lazy, coming on, oh, hey, y'all, how y'all doing? Y'all doing good? Oh, I'm glad. Let's talk about something. No, as I pour some more olive water into my cup. No, I'm not going to bring the same old me. Okay, I'm not going to bring the same old me, because the same old me is not going to cut it this time. The same old me is not going to bring me the income that I need this time. The same old me is not going to do it. So you know what I have to bring? I got to bring some passion to the table, because when you're cutting that wheat and you get like, Gigi, I'm tired cutting this wheat down. Man, it's sweet. It's taking on my energy out, life, taking on energy out. But there's got to be something on the inside of you that says, when the bills say, not I, listen to me. When the bills say not I, okay? When your bank account says not I, okay? When your family members and your friends say not I, okay? When the clients that you thought you were going to work with say not I, okay? When that deal that you thought was going to go through says what? Not I, okay? What else is going to say not I? Okay? When life circumstances keeps on taking you not I, and they're trying to tell you you're not going to be able to do it, you've got to be like Little Red Hen says, well, then I will. If you're not going to help me, if my bank account can't help me, if my friends can't help me, okay, if my circle can't help me, you know what's going to help me? I am. Okay, I'm going to cut this wheat. I'm going to cut it with no support. I'm going to cut it with tears rolling down the face, dripping down, okay? I'm going to cut my wheat, okay, when my bank account is in the negative, okay? I'm going to cut my wheat, okay, what else? When people tell me you got to make a decision by tomorrow, I'm going to cut this wheat, what else? I'm going to cut the wheat. You know what? When people are telling me Genesis is just not worth the move, then don't do it. I'm going to cut the wheat, okay? When I'm in my bed, I'm crying myself to sleep because I feel like I keep on making 2 steps and I keep on getting pulled back 12. Keep on making 5 steps and I get pulled back 50. But you know what? Something's got to say in you, okay, I've been through too much. I want you to see this. I want you to see this. This woman, this little red hen, they weren't even doing nothing. I don't know why she was asking them, but you know what? She's a loving lady. She was doing all the work. All the work. She could have said to herself, you know what? I'm tired of doing the dishes. I'm tired of washing this house. I'm tired of doing this. I'm just going to stop. But when you've been through this is doable. When you've been through I'm going to say it again. When you've been through this, when you've been through hell or high water, when you've been through mess after mess, finding your wheat is not a curse. That's a blessing. Let me tell you something. For some of you, you've been through too much, okay, to allow life to drain you out of the very thing that's going to bless you. You may not be religious. You may not be. I got friends who are Buddhist, atheists, agnostic, all in between. But guess what? They also believe, guess what we all believe? Guess what we all believe? That there's something on the inside of us, okay, that has called us to a greater work in life. And no matter what your background is, what your orientation is, no matter what country you come from, okay, that there's something inside of you and you've been made for better and you've come across something that's going to be an enjoyment. Okay, for some of us, we've been through all of this and it's not giving us anything. You know, you've been through so many life storms and it's never profit you anything. But you know what? I really believe that what happens is you will soon come across a grain of wheat. Maybe you already have it. Maybe it's your business. Maybe it is your skill set. And you're thinking, maybe it's draining me. But let me tell you something. It's growing to become something. It's growing to become something. So then the little red hen returned from the meal, carrying a small bag of fine white flour. Who will make a cake from this white flour? Asked the little red hen. Not I, said the cat. Not I, said the dog. Not I, said the mouse. I want you to understand this book is taking us through the process of your work. Notice the story is not laid out to where in one page she has in the next page. No, there are steps. You can't give up because there are steps. She starts off with the grain. Then she has to, what? Water, pull the weeds, okay? Then she has to cut the grain. Then she has to take it to the mill. Then she has to get the white flour from the mill. Now she has to bake it. Then I will, said the little red hen. And she did. She gathered sticks. Oh, this is good, y'all. Oh, this is good. This is just what we're talking about. Oh, listen to me. She gathered the sticks and made a fire in the stove. Don't tell me. Listen, I'm not to listen, God. Let me calm down. Hold on. Let me calm down because I'm about to run. Okay, I'm about to run this little office. Okay. This is big, man. It's one sentence, man, will speak out to you. She gathered the sticks and made a fire in the stove. Why? Because she needed to bake her cake. We talked about, let me just turn around and look at our board that we talked about in our very last video. We talked about passion, right? How passion is like a fire. It needs to be controlled. It needs to be focused so that it can produce. And what this woman did was she gathered sticks to make a fire in the stove to bake her cake. Do I need to break it down deeper? I think I shall. Okay, I think I shall. You know, you've got gifts and talents that are in your business, and you've been working your gifts and your talents, right? Working and working and working and working and working. And just like we said, you can have all the gifts and the talents and the skills, but with no fire and with no passion, you will never be able to bring the wheat into being a cake so that people may do what? Eat from it. I'm trying to listen. I'm not listen, Linda, listen. This is why I'm so excited about these story times for entrepreneurs, okay? Because I can have all the skill sets and all the knowledge, but this is why you've got to upgrade your fire. You've got to bring an energy. You may say, just I don't have no energy. You've got to muscle up as much energy you've got left. If you've got 2 little yelps left of energy, if you only go live once a week, you may not go live every day. Because guess what? You're saving up your energy all for that one thing. But when you go live that one day out of the week, you bring such a fire, such an energy, such a passion that people show up to you every week. You know, you've got to realize that this is not for the faint of heart, but you've got to gather your sticks. I'm excited. You've got to gather your sticks. You've got to put that fire into the stove, and you've got to take the wheat that became what? Then the grain that became then what? Cut, then became then what? Put into the what? The meal, then became what? Flour, then became what? Ingredients. So it says here, she gathered sticks and made a fire in the stove. Then she took the milk, then she took the sugar and the eggs and the butter, and she began to mix them in a big bowl with the fine white flour. This is what we were talking about. You know, the flour came from the grain, but she still needed some other ingredients to make the cake. Again, you may have a great skill set. You may be an expertise, but this is why you got to bring some fire. You got to bring some flavor, okay? This is why we got to let our personality, use our personalities for what? For leverage. So I can do what? So I can make that thing taste good. What is a cake with just flour? Wow. I don't think I want that. In order to make a good cake, you got to add some eggs, honey. You got to have some stuff that can stick to the bones. Okay. You got to add some milk, some a little fatten it up, a little beef it up a little bit. You know, you got to add some sugar and make it taste so sweet so people can want to eat it. You got to add some butter, make that thing nice and smooth. Then you got to mix it all together. What? To make the perfect cake. When the oven was hot and it was ready, she poured the cake batter into a shining pan and put it into the oven. Y'all enjoying story time? Y'all listen, I'm enjoying this story time on tonight. Y'all see that? Y'all see her? Okay. Uh-oh. Soon a delicious smell filled the cozy little house. The cat got off the soft couch and strolled into the kitchen. The dog started sniffing, okay, and got it from the sunny back porch and came into the kitchen. And this is how people are. The mouse starts sniffing. The mouse jumped down from his warm chair and scampered into the kitchen. The little red hen was just taking a beautiful cake out of the oven. Here they come, y'all. This is just how people are. Okay. You do all the work. Okay, you did all the work. Okay, and now they want to taste. Okay, of the profits. Okay, of your work. So then she asked them the last question of the story. This book is just so good. This book is so good. Who will eat this cake? Asked the little red hen. Now she's being petty. But she's actually proving the point here. I will, cried the cat. I will, cried the dog. I will, cried the mouse. Now hold on, they were saying no when it came to making it, but now that it's baked, they want to taste and see. Ooh. This page is fire right here. But the little red hen said, but. Now this whole time she was offering. But guess what she says? But the little red hen said, I had to sit before I read this because this right here. All by myself. I planted the wheat. I tended the wheat. I cut the wheat. I took the wheat to the mill to be ground into flour all by myself. I gathered the sticks. I built the fire. I mixed the cake, and all by myself, I am going to eat it. Okay, just calm down. Woo. This woman, this hen just said, listen, bye, bak. Bok. Okay, that's what she said. I'm an interpreter. I'm a hen interpreter. She may say bok. Okay. And she may add the curse word on the end. Okay, we're gonna pray for her. Okay, but she said I gotta read this again. This. Oh my God, this just blessed my soul. But the little red hen said, all by myself, I planted the wheat. I tended the wheat. I cut the wheat. I took the wheat to the mill to be ground into flour. All by myself, I gathered the sticks, I built the fire, I mixed the cake, and all by myself, I am going to eat it. Let me tell you something, if that does not encourage you, all by myself. I'm telling you, maybe you just need to take this one page, take a picture of it, and keep it in your phone. Because all by yourself, now, of course, I believe that God is with you, but if you're not religious, be all by yourself. But I love this because it's saying she never forgot the process to get to where she was. This is why you cannot give up. You just got to start documenting your process. Okay, you got to start documenting the journey, okay? Listen, she said all by myself. I remember when I was planting wheat. I remember when I was tending the wheat. I remember when I was cutting the wheat. I remember when I was taking the wheat to the mill. Listen, you've got to, instead of you trying to discount your blessings, just start documenting stuff. So that when you look back down, let's say a couple years down the road when you're successful, you can look down the road and say, you know what, I remember when my lights were cut off. I remember when nobody was by my side. I remember when I put all my money into my business because I really believed in it. I remember when I went to the loan to get to the loan officer and they told me no. I remember when I was denied for the business credit. I remember when, you got to start documenting. I remember when I was up in the middle of the night working on my dreams. I remember when I saved up money to get my laptop. I remember when I remember when I was at this same table, starting my business. At this very same table where I'm streaming from, I started my business. I remember when I was charging low amounts of money for graphics. I remember when I would be up in the middle of the night just to make $1,000. I remember when I had none of this stuff that's in here right now. All I had was a borrowed laptop. I remember when, I had no money to buy the software that I use now. I remember when, I remember when a friend told me about different software and I began using it. I remember when I couldn't afford the classes that are out here now. I remember when I had no coach to tell me where to go and I was starting my business blindly. People would give me all sorts of false information. I remember when, all by myself. And it says, and so she did to the very last crumb. After that, whenever there was work to be done, the Little Red Hen had 3 very eager helpers. Let me tell you why. Because this is why you cannot give up. I love the Little Red Hen because she was not mean. She was just showing them a principle. She was showing them a principle. See, she always gave them the opportunity, but they never wanted to take the opportunity. When they saw that the only way to join her was to work with her, they began to work with her. I'm telling you, this book right here, read it to your children, then read it to yourself. Now, you remember, guys, we first started, our very first story time was this one, right? Oh, the places you'll go. This was great. And so then our second one is the Little Red Hen that we just did. And next week, we will be reading from Aesop's Fables. And that'll be next week. I just got it. So again, I hope that you enjoyed this. I really did. I really did. So again, the whole goal of our Storytime with Entrepreneurs is to find childhood lessons and stories that speak to our future. I didn't want to use really deep stories, stories that, have like 30 chapters to it, because I believe that there's such simplicity in some of these stories. When you're going through a business, you don't really need the deep stuff all the time. You read your books, you read magazines, you read case studies, you're going to read research and statistics in your business. When you need to be encouraged, sometimes you don't need something that has, again, like 30 lessons to it. You just need something that's a couple pages that speaks to your heart. So if you're on my YouTube channel, I also want to add this announcement. This was a special request that was by a YouTuber who inboxed me. And I'm going to be adding it to my YouTube channel only, not to my Facebook. But I was requested that I do soft-spoken videos. because I know that for a lot of entrepreneurs that they have anxiety and issues. And I'm actually a big ASMR fan. I'm not sure if you guys know what ASMR is, but ASMR is basically a body response that you have in your body when you listen to calm voices, like very calm voices, and it can really bring me down. I know I'm a really bubbly person, but it was actually requested by a YouTuber for me to start doing some, just like a special playlist of like soft-spoken ASMR type content. If you're not familiar with it, with what it is, and you'll soon find out on my channel, but I'm going to be bringing soft-spoken entrepreneur stories. So it may be like a children's story. It may be, it could be anything from like current business news, but it's all going to be spoken in a soft voice so that when you watch it, it's going to actually relax you. And I'm actually a big fan of this. So I'm really excited about what this will do for my channel and how it's going to help people. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to stay tuned to new content. If you are new to my channel, be sure to subscribe. Bye guys. See you guys later.